Well, welcome back to the homestead. I know my videos have slowed down a little bit lately, and that's partly due to the winter time. The days are a lot shorter and the weather's a little nastier, so it's not as much time being spent out here getting work done. And some of the time I'm out here, it's not conducive to videoing. So, but today I'm going to be able to get a little bit of video done. And what I'm working on right now is this pile of dirt behind me. I've got a load of fines, which is the dirt that gets shook off of the gravel when they run it through the sifter and the sorter. And there's no large or sharp rocks in that. So what I'm doing is I'm going to shovel that into the house foundation and spread it out, make a smooth bed for some plastic to put down up under the house, which will serve as a vapor barrier to keep the moisture from the ground rising up to the bottom side of the house, and hopefully cut down on some mold issues. So that's what I'm working on this morning, and let me show you what I'm trying to get covered up and smoothed out. Alright, so one of the main areas that I really need this dirt is here on the back porch area. You can see the footer is still exposed. I'd like to get a little dirt over the top of that. And there's kind of a crown right in here. So I want to try and level that out with this fines and just make it a nice flat smooth area to put my plastic down. So let's get to it. Alright, well, the rain has caught me and it looks like it's going to call a halt to the project for the day. So I won't quite get finished with the back porch, but I did get the majority of it done and it's turning out pretty good. Could have got a little more done if my wheelbarrow hadn't broke, but the tub on it had split, and then the first load of dirt that I tried to dump, it broke away from the handle. So gonna have to get a new wheelbarrow, and that may help speed things along for the other three sides. But I won't have to have as much fill for the other three sides. The back was really the main one. And there's going to be a lot of extra left out of that. I ordered a truckload, which was 18 yards. And the rest of that I'm going to put here in the backyard. Once I smooth that down, I'll pull the fines back over the top of it to cover up the rocks in the yard. So it's not going to go to waste. But let me show you what it's looking like. Alright, so this is what it started off looking like. You can see there's a lot of loose rock under there, and the concrete's not level with the dirt. It just needs to be filled in and smoothed out. So shoveling this fine in, you can see I'm able to get all that filled in and smoothed down. And it gives me a much smoother base to put my plastic down for the vapor barrier. And this only took a couple hours to shovel by hand without even having a wheelbarrow. So the other sides of the house won't take near as long because I don't have to have as much material for those. Here on the side I really don't need much of any, but around the front I'll use a little bit just to cover up some of these larger rocks that are in here where I buried the concrete footer. And I'll probably add just a little bit to this front where the water's washed down and settled it some. But overall, up under there, it's pretty smooth. There's a lot of loose rocks that I can rake out, and then I think the vapor barrier should be fine. So another few hours shoveling out here, and this part of the project should be finished up. It shouldn't take too long. And you can see under this tarp here is my pile of fines, and I've got a lot more material there than what I'm going to be using under the house. And what I'm going to do with the rest of that is I'm going to bring my box blade out and smooth this dirt down, kind of build up the backyard with it just a little bit. And then once all that's smoothed down, there's a lot of good sized rocks in that that'll mess up your lawnmower blades. So once I've got that down, the extra material that I've got here that I don't use under the house, I'll just use a box blade to pull that back here and cover up this coarser material for the backyard. So overall, not a lot of progress today, but when you're working outside and depending on the weather, that's just kind of how it is. We'll try again in 2 weeks when I get back out here. So till then, I'll check back.